Hello, everyone. This is not Monday weekly kickoff. Today is Tuesday because yesterday was Family Day slash President's Day. So I wanted to take advantage of the long weekend and actually rest. But now we're back on the game, and there are exciting things that just happened today. Just a few hours ago, Anthropic launched the new model of Sonnet 4.6. And here again, we see that the game of new model releases keeps moving and a different pace compared to, for example, the way that maybe worked last year, where every month, every 2 months, we had different models. Now, I think each one of the big foundation models have different strategies. For example, we have Gemini models where they focus on building like huge releases as they did for Gemini 3 and Gemini 3 Flash and such. But they focus a lot also on big releases of foundational models, but also on specialized models. So, for example, last year they delivered browser use or Nano Banana, etc. So, the way that I see that Gemini releases work is that they work on the big ones and they do a small releases, like not very frequent, but very big kind of game changers and different type of small models for task specific things. And I think that is because Google is focused on products. So if you're using Gemini, you're probably using it for a specific product feature where this type of custom specific APIs makes the difference. Now compared to Anthropic, that is a completely different game with Claude, is focused mostly on the high complexity stuff. So data and analytics, coding, and such. So they focus on two main models. Opus that they released that kind of the Opus 4.6 not long ago, I think a few weeks ago, and it's simply amazing. Overall, for coding, it is my go-to model. And today they released Sonnet, which is actually an amazing model also for data analytics. I haven't seen in the last months a big difference between both of them if I am not kind of tackling or trying to do something very complex. Uh, but that is kind of the game of Anthropic and Cloud, just building these foundational models for complex data-based tasks or code-based tasks. And in the other side, it's OpenAI and all the ChatGPT models, which I have to disclose completely. I am not a user of OpenAI technologies. I was for sure at the start, but now I'm not. So I cannot really kind of comment on them. But yeah, I don't think Codex, either the IDE or the model, it is better than Anthropic. So I think they play a different game where Anthropic it is fully focused on this complex task. OpenAI is focused on everything, but nothing is working in the same way as Anthropic or compared to Google in kind of these task-specific models. But yeah, it's great to see that we keep getting new models and we are able to do more, also with less budget, and overall impressive. I do think 2026 is going to be a great year to get new type of intelligence, like more intelligent models. But overall, same perspective at the start of the year. This is the year to build on top of the models. Like let's focus on the application layer. And I think I've seen now more adoption of applications across industries on how they are using AI. Benta, for example, the compliance software, it is now making a lot of progress. I think they just got a kind of new fundings round. So it is great to see that now this AI is being used. For example, also I started using Granola for kind of meetings. And overall, I think these simple tasks like are easy to explain, like, hey, how I'm going to use AI. I'm going to use it simply to read the transcripts of your meetings and then generate a chat based platform where you can talk to the meetings. So those things are now a reality, and I think it's great that we are on that phase. What else? What else? Where else? I do like I don't know. Let's talk about what happened with OpenClaw. So OpenClaw last few weeks was a game changer, like a big news. This real AI assistant as how we see it, and now the developer of OpenClaw, which is kind of a big intelligent person, like very good and kind of in the industry persona, it is joining OpenAI. When I saw this news, I wasn't happy. Same thing, I am not a big fan of OpenAI on the way that they work. I was actually discussing this over the weekend that I think OpenClaw will be one of the kind of best libraries that will be maintained and improved. But now with this change, I am betting on the next type of or the next architecture that will kind of make waves and do not use or keep using OpenClaw, because I think there will be some um I don't know, overlapping from the open source to the private. Now that OpenAI has his hands there. But yeah, I think that is kind of the things that are important right now. Models are improving, architectures are improving. So OpenClaw is kind of an architecture on how you are building on top of these models, and also applications are improving. Related to agentic users, I am building something cool, and just giving a little bit of hint is that for the generation tools that I'm building on agentic users, I am now focused on building the notebook LM, but for interactions. And interactions are things that you task your agent to go and find. Interactions are the email threads where you add your agent. So you are able to then process all those threads at scale, and then you're able to build either a chat communication with it via the managers, but more importantly, these meta layers of consumption. So audio overviews, presentations, infographic, map minds. I'm working on that. It's moving fine. I'm really excited to do the release, but it is complex and kind of quite technical. So that is kind of the hint that I'm showing right now on how I am progressing on agentic users. If you're interested in this, just comment here on LinkedIn or YouTube to keep you updated via DM. And yeah, this is kind of a short one. There are a lot of things on my queue, so I have to go back and get back to it. But I didn't want to miss the weekly kickoff that I'm doing. I think it's simply very cool to do it. I like everyone and appreciate everyone that is kind of engaging with this type of live streams. So once again, have a great week, and let's keep building. Bye bye.